Okay, hello there. I want to talk a little bit about my recall and the reason why my memory is so good and it's not good. And I'm gonna tell you that it's not something you want. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. My recalls are really good in the past. Why? Not a good reason. Don't do this. Okay. I could do without the memory for my brain. Having my brain dug in so much by augurs, little skullduggery, digging in my brain matter to find out things. It's a form of augury and it's very destructive. Was something that was foreseen would give me an ability to see further into my past. It's not something I would ever want. Okay, I'll put it this way. I took it because I'll put it this way. Like you would say, the mama came to bargain. It was basically the best deal I could get for what I suffered. But I would tell you, I would rather have my brain in the suffering. Okay, but literally, I've had my brain tissue by augers dug down into the core where it struck into my cortex, and I've actually had my spinal cord severed. Ida K. Chin, the so-called judge in Philly, did that shit to me, and also had my dick. I hate to talk about this because it's kind of embarrassing, but she literally actually shaved my penis down right in the courtroom. When I was 8 years old, my penis was 12 inches with a huge head. I had prayed for a lifetime or a lifetime for the proper penis just to satisfy my wives. She shaved my penis down to like 9, and because she's evil, because your government's just wicked. But anyway, the point is this: I had Tom Ridge dig up in my skull when I was trying to get out of Jersey. Okay, he's a fucking evil ass. Okay, the one like I said that nuked, the main one that nuked Harrisburg, that drove the smoke tank. Okay, and then bombed all of the Black Wall Streets, bombed Lake Placid when it was originally a place where Harriet Tubman's people had settled, and then they redid it into Lake Placid for the Olympics. All this shit. But the point is this: I wouldn't wish to skulldog on anything. It's pretty much almost impossible to survive, and it forced me to go through great trials to work around and to make the best of what went on with my brain and my brain tissue. The point is this: there was something known about density of brain tissue and how it caused you to have a limit on your ability to recall the past in terms of time passed in years. It was something known and something also that I never wanted because of the fact that it required so much pain and digging into your brain that could make you completely disabled. So I've had to do huge amounts of mental prayer and literally devote myself to functioning around the damage done to my brain through by augers simply so I will not be a cripple. And it has been a massive work I've managed. And I've done it because it's one of the things. I'll put it this way: you can't explain shit to people. So too many times, you know the solutions aren't with science. You just have to walk away and fix your problem. Okay, the same way Doctor Strange ended up going to Camartage because he had the hand problem, and guess what? He eventually healed. Modern science wasn't going to do that for him. And in the movie, it was really real about how he went to, and he was bothered by because they couldn't help him. So he finally went away and got the solution. So I had to do the same thing, which is why I'm still basically off the grid. Because look, too many times when your life is a certain way, you can't just keep explaining things to people. They just don't get it. Leave them alone. And you would be advised, stop trying to compartmentalize everything and think you know everything. You don't know everything. Okay. Modern science can't fix everything. You're not God. At certain points, let it go. Okay. That's why I can't. I would be a waste of time to try to explain. But I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I would never tell anyone to do it. Don't ever do it. And it was because of what I was victimized by. Augers ruin your brain tissue. Okay. The augury I had to go through fucking destroyed my brain to the point where I had to striking people, getting struck. Like digging in my brain. Because why? It's a form of use of divination. They use it to dig into your brain and find out what's going on. This is the creepy shit that augurs do, which is why augury is so condemned in the Bible. Okay, the point is this: it's known that it gives you a deeper insight, and literally because of the augury done to my brain, I have the ability to go back so far into the past in my lives that no one's ever been able to do that because I was able to fight through this. And I'm gonna tell you, it took this kind of fortitude where as I was being augured and I never permitted it, I had to literally focus. And literally, it was too easy to completely lose my concept of time, space, and control. And I had to literally focus and just literally be alone just to get a grip. And it's the same kind of things I do here. Like when I was in California, I drove out west and I told the people I need to just think. When I was in Chula Vista, it is as if The cops and all the people that acted like they had a personal problem with someone being able to think. They acted as if someone was trying to rob a bank. So I literally told them, look, my life's been too hectic. I need to simply settle down. I don't need you giving me drugs. It blurs your thoughts. I don't need you coming near me. I need you to leave me alone and let me think. And it was as if they acted as if they couldn't handle just leaving me alone. And they had nothing to do with me. It was bizarre. Through the cop, I was like, these people were perverse. These are the problems you have, and that's when you have to let friends go out because you have a preconceived notion about me. I can't live with that. I have to get my head on straight. So it's not going to be about you. It becomes what's called personal. And personal means when I'm completely into me, it's no longer about where I can explain it. It's too personal to try to talk to you. And it's also none of your business, okay? These are problems that racism causes where white people and rulers are basically brainwashed and you're taught that you have some kind of right to continue to be in my mind when you're told you don't. And then you presume because you think authority that you have the right to tell me something as a black man that you're not going to put up with. And then you want to lock me up. You want to call the cops on me. You want to disenfranchise me because I'm not putting up with this extremely disrespectful attitude that your government claims like Democrat liberal and still encourages because you just want power. Okay, so fuck, and so whatever happens to you, Reg, we don't give a fuck because we have to keep this control over you, and we're deluded, so we have to insist that we want to control you. We gotta tell you what to do. You don't have the right to tell us that. No, you're black, so you don't get the right to have as much freedom as we do, and we'll make you pay for that if you insist on having that freedom. You'll be punished for that. Okay. These are the problems our country has. Okay. So then I put curses on you, and I swear by the Bible that you're what you sow. So then you white race realizes that you have a creator that, according to his word, is going to hold you responsible on an absolute basis like he does me. So he stands with me because you're wrong, and God's word fights against you, and you get sevenfold curse because you won't show the respect that you know you want. And your delusion doesn't save you because God makes God enraged because he'll tell you, you refuse to show respect and you're acting like you're something above me. You're doing things to people with power I won't do. So I'm going to punish you myself. These are the problems that you Caucasians have with the delusion of power. What's the problem? Claiming you believe in God. All this other stuff. Read the Bible and stop being deluded, okay? The arrogance is not saving you. You're being cursed, and I've sworn and cursed everyone by the royal law that you're all going to get paid back. So guess what? It doesn't matter what you are, white or black. I have locked in the curses, and I have literally done mystic curses in the form of thermonuclear fission witchcraft, okay? Using spins and rotations with magnets, okay? Hyper amplifying my body signal, blending it with nuclear material in the past, okay? Deliberately blending the signal is what I use to get rid of my gray hairs, and I spin and do curses and sorcery with thermonuclear fusion witchcraft, okay? It's outrageously destructive. It's known as apocalypse. But no, because I'm black, no, he can't do this, and we have no fear with him. These are the delusional insane things that y'all need to learn because the air, as I've said, of the universe is filled with curses against your arrogance. Y'all need to stop, okay? I have literally filled the atmosphere of this planet with thermonuclear fission, witchcraft, infinity curses against violations of the royal law, okay? I don't have my machinery anymore, okay? It got crushed when they took my car. Once again, it's done. I made sure it was done. It's coast to coast. It's folly, okay? Stop being stupid, okay? But at the same time, my point is this. It gives me the ability to recall so far into the past that it literally sets me apart along with the runes. So I'm able to recall things no one can. But the problem is, like I said, it's a gift that came at a price. Almost like an idiot savant, kind of. When you have the brain injury and then it like causes a miracle. It's something like that. The people that had a brain injury, also they're like super sensitive kind. Same kind of thing. And it literally is something that was known, the fact that when you have brain tissue, it causes a limit on your ability to recall your past, going back in lives and even in life. So because my brain has been dug down to the core, at least once by at least one person and many other times, it has literally given me in exchange the blessing. Like I said, God turned the curse into a blessing, the ability to recall my past in terms of lives, literally to eternity past, okay? So I'm just letting you know, like I said, I'll put it this way: don't do it. It's not worth it. You'll probably get killed and crippled. And it literally has been. I have literally had to devote my life to working my way around these traumatic brain injuries and rebuilding myself. So it ain't nothing I would ever tell you to try. It would not be worth it. Okay.